Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yes, and I have the co-host,
Hello.
Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
And also have
Hi.
our guest today, which is Jana Marie McNabb. Now, can you hear us okay, ma'am? Because the other night we had trouble hearing you. Is everybody able to hear each other okay?
Yeah, the interference isn't too bad tonight. Like, it's good. I don't hear that yet, so.
I think it sounds
Okay.
really good. It sounds clear. Thank goodness, Jana Maria, and thank you for coming back.
Yeah.
I was trying
thank
to
you.
strain my ears on that last one going, what did she say?
I know you were trying so hard. It was clicking. Nobody could hear anything, and that rarely happens. But thank goodness.
It does.
Yeah, I
Clear
was wondering
today.
about your fires. You've got so much fires going on in California again. I was wondering if it had something to do with it. Yeah.
Well, that was me, but because I'm in California, but Kelly's in Michigan, and Johnny's in Florida, and we all were clicking.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So it must have been something else then.
Yeah, it was
I don't
definitely
know. It
something
must
else.
be, I have a feeling it's me some days because I always do a lot of weird things around computers. Like, what the heck? You know? So when I first tried to go live, when I first tried to go live with a friend, and she was out of England, and it just went bonkers, and it was like, well, I guess I'm out of that. So first time's not a charm for me, apparently.
Well, hopefully
so I'm kind of excited. Happy to be here.
Who didn't get a chance to talk to you, hopefully they came back.
Yeah, hopefully they do.
Well, we have two callers, but before we take callers, I wanted to make sure. Now, Barbara and Kelly, did you have anything you wanted to talk about before we take callers?
Well, yes. I mean, I wasn't really prepared, but I have always wanted to connect with a person that passed away not very long ago, not even, well, maybe a year, and it's a family member, and it's really torn my dad up, very close to him.
Okay.
I'm just really wanting to maybe give a message to my dad because he'll never get over it, and just maybe that'll make him feel better to get a message from this special person in his life that passed away.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is ask you a bit, because if I do mediumship, like, it kind of comes through natural when I'm talking to somebody. So sometimes it comes through. I've had once where I could hear the person's name. So bear with me on this, okay? Because it's like I'll see what I can connect with. I do a lot of healing work and clearing stuff and connecting in very different ways. So, and I know we do have me labeled as a psychic medium. I'm just always a little bit cautious of what I say in that regard, that I'm getting it right. But one thing, like, as I'm listening to you, Barbara, it's almost like, and I'm going to have to ask questions to see it, get it flowing, but was this somewhat of a difficult death? Because that's what I just heard was difficult. I mean, death is never easy, but some people pass on easier than others.
Well, I think that they had a hard time letting go, but it was time. It was, in a hospice.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, in a hospice.
They didn't want to let go. They didn't want to. I mean, they were not talking at the end, but we were feeling that from what the nurses were saying, that they just sometimes don't let go. They don't want to. That's scary, probably.
No, I got fear. I get this sense of, I don't know if this person lived a good life or felt like they wasted life. Do you know what I mean? They might have wasted a bit of life.
Oh, I think probably a little bit of both,
Yeah.
mixed in there. Mhm.
And this
Which is so
energy?
unfortunate because,
male?
with
you said.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You asked if it was a male? Yes.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because, like, somebody like me, I could just remember them as, like, the best person ever, and then maybe to their own grown children, they, obviously saw a lot more of the different sides of that person. But to me, he was one of my favorites, and just hilarious.
So, Barbara, he was definitely good to you when I'm reading the energy on this. He was definitely good to you, but there was trouble. Do you know what I mean? I almost feel like there was a distance, like there was this disconnect. It's not, this person was like, so how you got treated could have been totally different than the wording I'm getting is like the family dynamics, with this situation. It's like unfinished business. I can really say that. It feels to me like unfinished business, like could not complete things that were needed to be completed. And I know I'm sounding vague, but I always go into the healing side of things more than I do like saying, well, he sent you a butterfly symbol. That's all lovely. But
that's so sweet.
Right? No,
you know
what
what
I'm saying, Barbara, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, you were actually adored a lot. I get the feeling of being adored.
Yeah.
And not out of like, look at me, just natural. It was a natural chemistry with this person. It was a natural, just like as if that person could have been your own father too. They could have been.
Definitely. This person really thought the world of me, and just, it was like that, definitely, and vice versa.
Right.
And you know what made me so sad is that the children, he had 4 children, and they didn't give him a funeral, not even a memorial service.
No.
And he's a veteran.
No, he got lost somewhere along the way, and there was a lot of disconnection. But what's really interesting, so you were obviously, like we're saying, somewhat feeling affectionate towards him, like you cared about this person, because what I got was a tapping on the heart. Just like as if you're going, how you do that little, thump with your hand on the heart? That's what I'm getting. That's the visual I'm being sent. Is like that really heart connection, So
sweet.
what I'm hearing, and I'm hearing like got lost in his own little world here, just kind of got lost. I think whatever happened, if he's a veteran, like I'm kind of being shown, seeing, how when you go to war, there's just too much death. There's too much, do you know what I mean? And a lot of them come back and they can't cope. And he's kind of showing me like he went into this almost like a vortex within himself, like it just sucked him in. And I think it was like, it could have been, what do they call that? Post-traumatic, PTS, right? Post-traumatic.
Yes.
But I'm hearing like not quite, but he didn't know how to really relate anymore. Like it's like there was too much. Can you tell me? I don't know what war this is. What is this? The second, or like was he older, or was he in Vietnam?
Vietnam.
Okay, just a minute here. Hated it, like hated. Like to the point where like the most stupidest war ever, right? What was the point of all this? And it's like watching your brothers die, you're watching this. I think it was rough. I really do. Like we know Vietnam was rough. And a lot of people came back, but I'm hearing this like nobody understood me. Nobody understood what I went through. And
well,
so
maybe
you want to know
his brother did, though. I mean, that's my dad's brother, and my dad is very torn up about it because that was his idol growing up, his big brother, and like without him, he wouldn't have had any of the protection he had, and just that he was more of a good dad than his own dad, and so, and he had a couple other brothers that he didn't have that connection with, but it was this Uncle Gene that it was like, oh, wow, was he ever loved by my dad?
Yes, but it's almost like he's not saying your dad wouldn't try to understand, but it's almost like he could not go into a world back to a normal mindset after that. You know, he couldn't go back to it. So let me see what I can get from this. Like if I can get him to give me something, okay? So
Okay.
to say, it's almost, this is what I'm hearing, like afraid to really express how deeply touched it was, you know, how that touched his life. Like it would be hard for him to explain it. And he's saying, like, I would never want to show that side to anybody. I would never want to really talk about it or show them that.
Yeah, you
know,
never even
like,
talked about that. And I mean, that's major things happen in somebody's life to see that.
Oh, yeah, he would not want to share that. He wants to spare everybody from the vision that he would see with that war, what he would see about it. And there's guilt, too. Like, guilt coming through with being a survivor and others not. There's almost like a guilt with it.
That
so,
really
true. Interesting.
You know what was so interesting, though?
Yeah.
Oh, that he was going to pass away, and my Aunt Diane would always call and say, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And my dad and I were just like, we didn't have the feeling that it was going to. And then one day I just felt like, okay, it's going to. And I got a plane ticket for my daughter and I said, Dad, well, maybe it's time to go. And he goes, well, I don't want to fly. I want to drive my Corvette. And so we took off and flew, and I didn't even know when Dad was leaving. And a few days later, he started driving, and this was so weird. I show up at that hospice, and I said, well, I'm here, Dad. You know, when are you going to take off to come over here, start coming over? He goes, oh, I'm 30 minutes away. Is that crazy? Like, that we both I mean, wow. States away.
Oh, that's calm. That's really what you can call, like, a very high telepathic connection. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just know. The same thing happened to me, like my grandfather was sitting, like, they had a small kitchen, and he's an Italian man, and I'm sitting across from him, and I'm at a younger age, I was already picking up on death before it would happen. And I said, in my head, you could have a massive heart attack any day now. And then I went out of town. When I got back, he was in the hospital. He had a massive heart attack. So
wow.
Some of us just pick up on it. Do you know what I mean? But I get that.
Yes.
I feel like he sent, like, the message I'm getting is almost like sending out a heart signal to you and your dad. Do you know what I mean? And you two would have been the most important for people for him to be there.
Yes, I'm so glad that we were able to do that. And you know what? I mean, he did love my dad so much. So, so basically, he doesn't really want to talk, but he's just showing heart that he loves. Is he doing okay over there on the other side?
Yeah. He's connecting with you to tell you what went wrong. He's telling you everything you needed to know. If you look at it from that perspective, he's saying, this is what happened. This is the disconnect. This is the, but yeah, he does do the hard thing for you. I feel like I don't know if you know much about, like, read much about the other side, but we don't go straight right into heaven according to some of this. You actually have to do a bit of learning and healing to get your frequencies higher. And then you step into heaven because you couldn't handle the frequencies that are there. So it's kind of like a crossover. It depends on where your consciousness is. But he's this is making me laugh. I just heard this. He's moving and grooving.
Awesome. You know, he probably is happy because he can have his beer. He likes beer. You know what? Later in life, he was this person who would like to hang out at the taverns and just have a beer, and he used to smoke cigarettes so much. And you know what? He went and got hypnotized, and after he got hypnotized, he never touched another cigarette, and he was like a chain smoker.
Okay, because I get the feeling he's pretty active. Like he's I don't know what he's working on, but he's working on like a lot of times we're kind of in school on the other side to prepare for next lifetimes, where we're going to go next, what we're going to do. But that's why I was asking if you'll be a bit of a ladies' man at all, because I have to wonder about this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
He was so handsome. He was so good looking. My mother would say, oh, my gosh, he's the most handsome brother of all of them. And, he was like that. He was like the James Dean type with the roll up the leather jacket, the very tough guy, but so sweet and good heart, but tough, very strong and tough. Totally cool, super funny.
Yeah, he's
very artistic.
Yeah.
Raised really beautiful, wonderful, talented children. But then this is what happened. Like, it was a divorce, and, it wasn't good. And stuff went down, and, kids, and they're older, and they didn't, that all went down. And from then on, it kind of went kind of south.
Yeah. I don't know if there's accusations or actual, sorry to say, like cheating. I don't know if it was, if there was.
I wouldn't. I
don't know.
I don't know.
You know what?
And that mom
what I'm
died before. The mother died before, like young. So that was really hard for all the children. And so, and I should another time when we have you on again, talk to Aunt Nancy, because I loved her too so much.
Yeah, she, like, as soon as you say the words about her, it's like amazing. I just hear amazing. Really amazing, and somehow she comes across as really very fluent person. Like, maybe she was really good at talking or really good at expressing things to help you. Like,
so wonderful. And
if you've got
he loved her
around
so much,
him
it devastated him. His life was over when the divorce happened. He just didn't want to, that was when it just ended. That whole thing made him just go downhill with just not even feeling like wanting to try much anymore. Just devastated him because he loved her so much.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do things that, make that end, and you know what? Then they regret whatever they did to make the divorce happen, and they can't turn back and get the lady back, and then it's just a devastating time. So I think that's what happened, plus the PTSD and everything.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's like, and sometimes when you're that guy that's just too good looking, it's like a candy shop right there, right? I almost got
that was when he was really young.
I don't
know.
I
think more normal looking at the end.
But I think the biggest message for you today would be like, he's over there doing okay. I think he's working on what he's going to do next. Like, because we don't just live one life. If you believe in that, I don't know, but we don't just live one life. We carry on and we carry on, but.
Right.
I just got that he's there's something about empowering himself, like working on, it's kind of like being the better him, but it's almost sounding like empowerment. He's saying, so, but I do believe there's he will have family members. He definitely has family members around him, but he says to me, it's like not all the time, There's things to be done over here. There's things to, practice and learn and about yourself and what did you not do and accomplish in that one lifetime? What do you want to go back and try again? I always think of it kind of a cosmic joke. It's like, really? You want me to leave heaven? Right? It's like, why? So, but you know what? Just think about him often and go ahead and talk to him, because when you don't grieve a crossing soul, like let's say, someone passes on, yes, you have your grief period, but what happens is that thought process creates all kinds of debris in your aura, and then you can't communicate with them. So just think of him as alive and talk to him as often as you want. Ask him to send you some kind of signal, or you know what I mean, like sign that he's around.
I'll tell my
But
dad
he
that because he's
adored
the one
you.
who has the
He
hard time
adored
with the grief. I'm totally
Yeah.
fine with it. You know. Yeah,
Tell
he's
him
the one
that.
who
Yeah.
he's blocking it for sure. Because I mean, he was just like sobbing daily for months, and just couldn't believe he was gone, and just his face was all swollen all the time. Like, Dad, you're gonna like make yourself sick with this grief, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has some kind of guilt with it. I don't know what that is, but your dad would need help with, you know, getting past some kind of. It's actually coming up as emotional guilt. He feels emotionally guilt.
Like,
you know,
maybe he felt like we should have spent more time with him. Who knows?
Oh yeah, yeah. He couldn't do enough for him, you know. But
yeah,
I think
they
that
had a trip
after
planned
that,
and they
like,
never did it. I think that was the guilty feeling that you're sensing.
Yeah, I get a yes on that. It's almost like you kind of do what you do because that's where you're stuck at the time, right? You don't really, you know, we make choices from wherever our mindset is at the time and whatever we're feeling, you know, and there's no point in going into guilt, but a lot of us do. We don't realize that this stuff, when they're on the other side, there's no grudges held at all. There's none of it. Not one little bit of it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell
one
my
little
dad
bit.
that too.
Yeah.
I'll tell him that.
Tell him if he has guilt to release, like let it go. I would help clear him, but they say there's a bit of a karmic backlash if you know, I used to clear about 3 people every session I would do. I'd tap into everybody and straighten everybody out. And then I read this thing from a famous, he's now in a cinematic called D. Wall Cool. And they said, don't do that. Unless you get permission from the person, don't do any healing because they have their own path they have to walk. And you could be interfering in what they're supposed to be doing. So I went, okay, not good. Who knows what the heck I've created for myself. But
Barbara,
okay.
Barbara, I'm sorry. Would you mind if we take a call, Barbara?
No, thank you so much, Jana.
Welcome.
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
My dad didn't want to come on the show. It's too painful. I invited him, but he didn't want to.
All right, area code 480, okay, is on the air.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hi.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Good.
I'm fine.
And what's your name? Just first is good.
My name is Keisha. Yeah.
Keisha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Keisha, do you have a question for me that I can try to help you with?
I don't know. Can I get like a general reading?
I can put in. Yeah.
Whatever you pick.
Sorry, what was that? I can read you. Like I can pick up on what you need healing with if you want.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions, okay, Keisha? That's the way I work. Don't worry about that. I'm trying to guess at it. I'll be tuning into you, like emotionally, mentally, and stuff like that. Okay. So, one thing I'm feeling like right away that is like I'm going to ask you about feeling a little bit lost. Are you having a hard time finding some direction right now?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I feel like something's like left your life. And I don't know, is it a relationship? Give me a moment here. Is it mental, emotional? It's almost like something just made a turn in your life and just went the other direction.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we need to help you with that. Listen, I get a feeling about 6 months for you. You're going to be working at some stuff. It's almost like something emotional really hit you, or somebody, you know the expression like somebody dumped on you? Somebody dumped something on you. That's what I'm
whole lot of
stuff
stuff
for you.
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff.
And you're having a hard time with like finding a new direction with it. So, do you mind if I ask you personal questions? Are you open to that?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So, just so I can try to sort of get better in tune with this, did you end up somebody leaving you or something happened?
No, I don't know what happened.
No. Okay.
Everything has been behind closed doors, and all I know is
Okay.
I'm held with the smoking gun and the bloody knife, and I don't know what happened. There's
So is it like a betrayal? Because like when you're talking to me, that's what you've been betrayed with no answers at all.
Nothing.
So if you thought you were going in a direction with somebody and all of a sudden they're heading some other direction. So you know how we say, well, I've got this life with this person and it's like this, but really
No. I don't
Nothing
know what that was. I knew I had to go the other way, but I knew the person wasn't worth nothing. The problem is that there was other things going on that I have no understanding how I ended up in. And then now I'm just like, I don't know how I got here. It's like somebody else has power over my life, and it was just like I thought I was making decisions to go in this direction, but they had other. I don't know really what happened because there was no direct communication.
Yeah,
it's nothing I can go to the courts and have them up on. Everything had seemed to be like behind closed doors, and
I just get you got lost in it. You got lost in it.
Yeah.
I would suggest to you that, like, what I'm going to do is try to do a little bit of what I call clearing with the energies. But it's like what I get a vision of for you is like you move in a new direction, you choose quickly, and you work hard at it. You know what I mean? Like, if you never this is like taking care of yourself, like right now, immediately. You don't keep trying to bang on that door that's shut. You go, I got to move forward now. I got to go away from this because you've got a ton of betrayal sitting here, whatever this is. And I don't think you want to reveal this live. You know what I mean? The details?
I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it is to tell you what it is. Like, all I know is I'm in it, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be over there.
Yeah.
Why am I over here messing with these people? These people had nothing to do with it. It was like I was forced to be in something that I didn't want to be in it in the first place. And I don't know how I ended up in this, but I don't want to be in it anymore.
Well,
and I am moving. I'm not banging on it, but they keep on bringing me into this fold, and I don't want nothing to do with it. If that's what they want, that's the type of life they want to live, leave me out of it. I don't want, and they're trying so hard to try to make their lives become true. And it's just like, okay, well, you won, you keep on winning, you winning, you won everything.
Yeah.
and it's like it just
the main thing I could say to you, like the main core of this energy, like just think of everything as energy, okay? Thoughts are things, and they create whatever you like direction. So what I want you to hear tonight, I won't go on and on because I could go down, I could go on and on if I had more detail, right? But what I want you to hear tonight is that we got to I want to start to see if I can help you clear up feeling lost, because that's what this is. This is the main core of this energy, is being lost in this. And it's not sitting in mental or emotional completely. It's not completely emotional, and it's not completely in the mental. It's
it's just there. I know it's just hanging over me, and I'm like, well, what is it? What do you want?
Voice.
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, well, that's what I was saying to you. You don't worry about what they want. You got to get on and do what you want. You take care of what you want. And
but they're so intricate in my life that I'm not even allowed. Like, I'm not even allowed to even have what I want, because then they'll go and they will do something to whatever I'm trying to do. So it's a little bit bigger and it's a little bit bigger than what I am. But hey, I don't
you
know.
could always call me in private to talk or get a session, or you could always do a 15-minute, and then we could talk better. But I think that's about what I could say tonight, because it's like, unless I can get into something, you know what I mean? I just think that's what you need to hear. You be careful getting lost in it, okay? Like, you be very careful. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, darling. I would keep
night.
going and going.
No, I know you got other people on the line. I got you. I got you. All right. God bless. Bye.
Yeah. Good luck, okay?
Now,
Okay.
Kelly, you had a question?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
I am wondering what you are picking up because I'm not really sure what to ask, honestly.
Okay, well, I can, like I said again, like what I'll do is I can tune into what is most immediate for you and talk to you from there. Okay, so I get let me explain this so if anybody's listening. I get this in words, but I don't look at it as words. I look at it as the consciousness that you're in right now. Everything is energy and consciousness. So if I say loss or I say anger or whatever, then as I speak to you, I go into the details. So let me just see what I can pick up for you.
Okay,
Wow.
thank you.
Okay, yeah. I would go into your emotional body right away, like your solar plexus chakra. Again, this is kind of like, I get a feeling you've been trying to move out of some really old energies for a while.
Yeah.
Have you had, like everybody has, I just hate sounding like I'm vague, but I'm not, I can promise you. If I did an hour session with everybody on the show, you'd find out so many patterns that I could pull up. But there's, if I said the word kind of like nasty, something nasty in the past, somebody was not, like I get heavy when I think about it, and it's like they were not, I feel like not righteous, not treating you, like there's not almost like dragging you through the mud, not giving you a chance in life. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that making sense? Like it could even be, what was it like around, like for you in your younger teenager years, like I can go back maybe starting at 11, 12, 13, 14, those years, right? The 15, 16, and then they stopped me before I hit 17. Is there a lot of confusion around you?
There's a lot of what?
Is there a lot of confusion in your life at that time, in those times?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this Kelly the host? Is this another Kelly?
This is me, the host.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's a host.
Yep.
Otherwise it's Marriott Road. Okay, so Kelly, that's where I would love to help you too, is like say that's where we got to get that solar plexus cleared. I just feel like it's almost like you're being dragged through something, okay? Like that's the visual that I get. That's how the energy was. It was not, like, you know what I mean, if it's family dynamic or something like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Okay, that's making sense to you? Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, that,
so
that, oh my gosh, yeah. That was happening at the same time I was escaping on weekends to a friend's house and doing things I probably shouldn't have been doing.
Well, yeah,
so,
right?
Yeah.
We're young kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at that time also I want to know, was there somebody that you really, really liked that you would have followed to the ends of the earth type of thing? Is there somebody you had a crush on? Wow, was there ever a lot of manipulation there? Like, so much manipulation. And that person actually was able to distort you quite a bit. They were able to, like, twist your head in directions because the sun and the moon would have rose around that person, I tell you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He could have been a cult leader. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I got shivers up and down my back talking to you about this. He was dangerous in his own way. More I'm digging into this. Like mentally he could have definitely been that way. I don't think it would have been like the danger as in, Charles Manson type of thing, but I think he was really good at manipulating, like really good at it.
Oh, entirely.
Okay.
It was scary. Like, it was it was just I mean, my goodness, it was just it was definitely something that I had many years of therapy, and it's still I mean, and it took decades.
We need to pull that energy out of you. They didn't, you came a long way with it, but I'll tell you what, this is residual, which means it's kind of like he coded you with his stuff, right? So what we'll do is, like, you ladies are welcome to call after, you know what I mean, if you want more. And give me a moment. I'm just going to go in. This is being trapped. This is buried in your solar plexus, okay? So I think you're the one that does chakras, right? You do chakra stuff?
Yeah.
So this is buried. This is coming up as like, is this around a 20-year mark? Like at least 20 years of your life ago? I don't even know, but I'm getting like stuff has been buried for 20 years at least.
At least,
Yeah, at least. So we're going to go into the solar plexus right now, between the base chakra and the solar plexus. All right?
It's been like
I'm going to
30
say
years.
30, okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so give me a moment here. So I work with things called the sacred flame. So you're going to get one called the violet flame going into. So I want you to think about 3 fingers below your belly button and where this is going. And you need this cleared because this is old stuff, old debris, old residual energy. But here's the good news. You're ready now. You're finally ready to really let it go.
Thank God.
And I bet you your radar has been on high for years, like people that are manipulative, or, you know what I mean? You kind of get that BS radar going. I bet you've been like that ever since.
Yes.
Like you would not easily trust. I don't think so. I doubt it. Okay. Have you lived kind of a quiet life for a while, for the most part?
Yeah. I fell into the trap of an abusive marriage that didn't last very long, but I ended up like agoraphobic. I was afraid to leave my apartment for a while.
That's what I got. Isolate. Yeah, that you're very quiet, isolated. This is why animals became so important to you, because you could trust them. They were, Okay. So I'll start the process tonight. Like the violet flame's already in there. It's going to start shifting energy. And then I won't keep going on because we could do much more depth if you call. Do you know what I mean? Really go deep. And that's better to do that, get a few answers on live and then do the deep work behind the scenes, right? Because that's, there's things to talk about and to ask and such. I think you're always going to live a quiet life, by the way. I do from this point on. Because you're telling me that you escaped the bullet. You know what I mean? You escaped it. And, that was close enough for you that you never wanted that ever again.
Right.
Yeah. He made you guys do some odd stuff. Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I don't
Yep.
You
been
know
there,
what's
been
weird?
that, got t-shirt.
You know what's weird? I don't see what it is. I just know that it happened. That's what's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I could write stories that, when you see, horror movies and all that, it's like, okay, yeah, I don't really want to watch that. It's too close,
No. And no, but you've come along, like even consciously you came a long way. You definitely were young, impressionable, and definitely wanted to escape. There's no doubt about it. Whatever was going on.
And I probably that was happening at home because that wasn't happening at home. But it's like my life has been rather colorful. It's like I enjoy my peace. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me too. Met some real characters in my day. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just about went down real bad. So I think it's a natural thing with healers. They actually have hard lives. A lot of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but the good, so
now you're in Canada, from what I heard, and I don't have an international call plan. So, do you have some other?
You could probably call her on Facebook video, Kelly.
Oh,
That's
okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm just suggesting that.
Yeah,
I wanted to tell you that because that's what we've been doing. I have not been speaking to her. Just so you know.
What about WhatsApp?
I can get WhatsApp.
No. I have a long distance plan. I can call you guys too, because I have a long distance plan for America, and because I've got I'll like my plan covers all of America and Canada, so you don't have to worry about that at all.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think that we should talk on. We should really, Jonathan, please feel free to hand out my number if they need it, and I can call. Message me. All right. Yeah, I can keep going, but I probably. Does that help you though, Kelly? Is that okay for tonight?
Yeah. What was the flame thing called? What was that?
Okay, so they're called Seven Sacred Flames, and they're governed by Ascended Masters and Archangels. So they do a lot of. They bring in high levels of consciousness and help to shift energy. So that one is called the Sacred Flame. It's I don't know the angel, but it's Ascended Master is Saint Germain. But what it does is transmute and transform energy. It really works on, simply put, takes hate, turns it into love, fear into courage. You would not have as much to clean up as you think. I'm going to tell you that right now. You wouldn't. It would not take much. You've done a lot of the work.
Oh, good. It feels like I've done a heck of a lot.
You did. A lot of heavy
lifting. Oh, good.
Yeah, and stop blaming yourself. Just stop. Don't do it no more.
I did that for so long. Yeah.
There, you already got a release. You're welcome, and thanks for asking. That's really nice.
Thank you. Is that why I have some of these darn back problems, like back aches?
Yeah, that's support, eh? That can be support too. Like if you're feeling it, even that area can be the energy. Like if you're not feeling supported, have a look there. I think I would work on those two chakras. Yeah, get them cleared up.
The
carrying the fear. Yeah, fear in the base chakra for sure. If there was any kind of abuse happened, that's. I don't know what I can say live or not. I don't know how far I can take this. Okay.
Yeah. I have a
well,
question.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, this is really for the benefit for everyone. As you know, we have a show and we're trying to make it bigger than it is, and we're trying to make it more well known than it is, and we're getting help from a lot of people. But I'm curious to see what you see as far as the show is concerned in say 5 years, 3 to 5 years.
That's funny. I just had 5 years in my head when you were saying it. It'll take perseverance, of course, right? But set your mind. I'll look for blocks and stuff like that to see if there's anything. But I think I mentioned this to you when we were talking, and I was sitting back and I was thinking about the show, and I went.
I just wanted to make sure. Wanted to make sure that both of my co-hosts hear it this time. So just because if there's any assurance, I want them to hear it too.
Okay, perfect. So I had a feeling it could go really good. You know what I mean? But I think it also would be if everybody really believes in it. Yeah, you talked about sponsorship too, right? That would help. But I do not ever hear anything but potential. I really hear potential. And I think if it stays let's go see what else there is here, if there's anything blocking it. No, just wipe out any fear you have, you know what I mean? Just see it happening. Wipe out all fear. I'll do that for everybody that's part of this right now, every one of us that's part of this. And then So something felt like it blocked in the beginning a little bit, eh? Was there a lot of uncertainty around this?
Well, you know, if you mean by
yeah.
in the beginning, it was me. In the beginning, it was just me doing it just myself. And I think the thing is that I didn't think anybody would ever really look at it like as this powerful thing that was going to be big until Kelly came along. And I guess, you know, it was like Kelly kind of, you know, opened my eyes to a lot of things. I mean, she was like,
yes.
You know, she would come on and she would, what?
Thank you.
What?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're a big
Well,
part
it's like
of this.
Kelly would do this. She would come on,
Yeah.
and Barbara too, and she opened me on eyes and things. It's like I didn't think certain
Yes.
things were even possible before I ran into both of them, and they all did things in different ways. But it's sort of funny because like Kelly would come on and she'd be like, "Can I come back tomorrow? Can I come back?" And I'm like, "Wow, you want to come back?" And then I had a medium on is what happened, and then I think I told you the story, but not in front of Kelly. And she loved the story, and we both loved it. And we always repeat it. I didn't know I was going to do this, and then I introduced her and I said, "And this is my co-host, Kelly." Well, she spent the whole show thinking to herself, "Why? What was that all about? What?
Yeah.
But you know, so I mean,
I just
it really meant a lot
say,
to her.
Yeah.
If you believe in it and you find purpose in it and you keep people of integrity, you know, where they're good psychics, they're this. Like, I love you guys all as hosts. You're fantastic. You know, from the get-go, I didn't feel any inhibition from it, you know, and that's normally not me at all. But I do feel that if it holds purpose, it's going to go good over the years, you know. I do think there's a big thing with the sponsorship. Like, I keep hearing sponsorship, and I have a feeling that's up to you, Jonathan. You're going to work on that. You're going to get those connections happening.
Yeah.
And, I mean, make it fun, too, sometimes. Like, I'd love to make things fun. But I just feel like if every one of the people that work with you on this show hold integrity for it, I just got told it has a very good chance of moving forward. And do you believe in it? I mean, I believe in what I do. I really believe in what I do. So do you believe in the show? Because that's, you know, really important. I'm doing energy work.
And Kelly,
Yeah.
Kelly, you know, it's like Kelly. You know, she says that this is the best part of her day, right, Kelly?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Barbara, you enjoy it, I imagine, coming on, and
I really love it, and and Kelly we both are telling Johnny, don't be afraid of success. Let's go for it, because that's, you know, our main goal is to make it big and keep growing and growing. And it is, and it has in a short amount of time.
The psychics that we've we have on that Tuesdays and Thursdays is hilarious. Karen, I mean, it's like, well, she'll be on, and then we'll be laughing her head off, you know. When we're talking, you know.
Yeah, no, it's the energy behind it. Like, if all of you are shining, and the people that are on there are shining. Because, like, I'm doing energy work behind the scenes as we're talking right now, and I just bringing in the light. Like, I'm just bringing in a massive amount of light. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, I think it has great potential. I think it's a friendly, it's friendly. It can be fun. It's like, but it's always about believing in ourselves, isn't it? That's the hardest part, you know, to believe in it. Like, I've been at what I do for 10 years, and it's not, you know, massive. I've had people come and go all the time, but because I believe so much in what I do, that it's almost like, you know, if I was down to 2 clients, I'd still keep it going. I've been doing it for 10 years publicly, right? So it's just persevere, believe and persevere, because that's what's going to make it happen. But I mean, I don't really feel there's a lot of blocks. I got to be honest. I think that when you're asking that question, I think I'm giving you the exact answer you need to hear. Just keep believing in it. Don't give up, you know.
Good.
But yeah,
I'm not going to, and I don't think anybody else is.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
would go. I hope to be part of it. I like it. It's fun for me. It's nice exposure. You know.
Yeah.
Love connecting with people from all over the world. I love connecting. I can make friends with a fence post. I might not keep them, but I could make friends with them. So, you know. No,
Karen can make friends with a paper bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can never say paper bag to a 70s chick. Do you guys ever remember a thing called the Gong Show? So with the unknown king with the paper bag, right? Yeah. No, that's pretty funny. That's funny. But yeah, take any anxiety out of it too. Get rid of it. Get the anxiety out. Yeah.
Oh,
but
that's
Jonathan,
true.
Johnny, you have such an ability to shine. The stuff that you talked about and you know, I'm going, my brain is hurting. You know, like you're so patient. You're so like
well, you mean
phenomenal.
we're talking about the Monty Python and the, oh God.
Well, I said to you, if you ever want to get creative on the side, I'll write some skits with you because I would love to do that, you know. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm hoping I'm answering that question for you. I hope that makes sense. Everything can take, you know.
Yes,
and I believe that if you're not a flash in the pan, you know, well, Barbara, you have some claim to fame by the sounds of it, but do you ever notice that it's like, don't be a flash in the pan, keep it going at a pace, you know, and then it keeps going, not
keep
like,
going.
you know, you burn out overnight, right? They're a one-hit wonder type of thing, and then it's gone.
Right.
So,
we have not burned out yet, and we've been doing it for a long time.
No.
Because, you know, whenever I was, you know, I've always wondered, like, who would play us in a movie, and basically, you know, I had Jenna Fisher for Kelly, and then, and I think I had Kelly Ripa in my mind for Barbara.
Yeah, okay. That'd be fun.
And
and
I mean, it was Seth Rogen was for me, and I think and I think Sandra Bullock is who he chose but it was for Karen. But I think Karen said Karen R. But
okay. Yeah. I don't know. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you just put lots of good energy into it and just believe in it, you know, sooner or later you got to make a breakthrough, right? Sooner or later things start to happen. Yeah. You know, if I have a vision, I never let it go. I don't really do a whole lot with it. I kind of just go, well, I'd really like this one day, but I don't know when I'm going to get it. You know, so some of my dreams have taken 20 years to happen, but I just don't let go. I just keep them in my mind. So, you know, but I do hear 5. You have built that right now, Johnny, that 5-year mark, you know, getting stuff out there and getting known a bit. But you've got callers. Mm-hmm. That's a good sign. You know, you got callers.
We do.
And people talk. It's word of mouth is the best advertising of all that I've found.
But you're right when you say about the sponsorship because that will be the next step, and we are growing. That's why I ask everybody to please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because as soon as we get a certain amount of subscribers, we can start monetizing. And I mean, it is word of mouth. And you know what? That's one of the top 3 things, but still old-fashioned way. That's how things grow. So, and we have the callers lined up all the time for our psychic days. And we have a wonderful schedule. And people, I think they like us.
Yeah, I get a yes on that. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
I get that it's a very, like a pleasant show to listen to. It's not annoying. It's pleasant. It's, you know, I haven't listened to it outside of myself, and I should sit down and listen to some of the other shows the way they go. I try to kind of stay out of that sometimes because I read energy too fast. So, you know, I'm kind of like, I think I'll stay neutral for a little bit until I'm established. But, you know, I just think that people are so open now psychic stuff. We're all growing into it. We really are. And so it has so much potential, that angle. Right?
So I think that people are getting more used to this kind of subject matter, more open to it?
Yeah, this is huge. This stuff is massive nowadays. Massive. Like, well, in my world it is. You know, the Ascension groups, 5,000 followers, and on it goes. Right? So
that's true.
Right. Massive. Yeah. Pretty massive on Facebook, that's for sure. Yep. And but no, we're opening up to that consciousness that, you know, this stuff has possibilities, right? We're opening up to that there's aliens. We're opening up to this stuff. I can tell you reading after you reading that I've been helping people move through biblical beliefs. They're starting to let that stuff go. Yeah. They're letting it go. They're not buying into it anymore.
They want a little extra, and when they just don't have all the answers, and when they call up and they're able to talk to one of our psychics and Karen and then today you, it's like they just needed that little extra confirmation that means so much to them.
Absolutely.
And, you know,
and it's funny, you know.
We're talking
Go
about
ahead.
biblical beliefs. It's sort of, you know how the other day we were talking about, you know, the strange women living in ponds. Let me tell you something else that I've often wondered about, and I never could quite figure this out, and I've talked about this on the air. In the Bible, when a woman is pregnant, I think Kelly knows the story. The angel of the Lord always appears to the woman, and it goes something like this, you know. Yes, I just wanted to let you know that you shall have a baby girl, and you shall name her Mary or something, you know. Or you shall have a baby boy, and you shall name her Joseph. But this is the thing I've been trying to figure out. Now, you trust this woman enough to take care of the kid, raise the kid, you know, punish the kid, pamper the kid, do everything else, but you don't trust her to name the kid. I mean, what would have happened if, say, you know, the angel Lord had appeared to you in a vision and said something horrible, like, you know, like in this modern age, say, you know, this woman in this modern day era, you know, we just wanted to let you know that you shall have a baby girl, and you must name her Frankenstein's monster. What? I don't want to name her that. That girl's going to get teased. No, I'm sorry. You must name her that. Oh, and she shall have a twin. She shall have a twin sister that you must name Ralph. No. That girl's gonna get teased. I don't want to name her Ralph. Well, I'm sorry, you must name her Ralph. And then someday that kid is gonna get coming home from school crying her eyes out, and she's gonna want to know why. Why did I get named Ralph, and why did my sister get named Frankenstein's monster? And you're gonna have to look that kid in the eye, and you're gonna say, "The angel of the Lord told me." And I mean, you know, I never could figure that out. I mean, you trust him to do everything else, you know? And why do you somehow think I'm so capable of naming my kid? I never could figure that out.
That's a good one. I love that. Oh, please, Lord, do not make me answer that question. I can't do it. No, I'm just laughing because I read so much unique stuff and watch a lot of really out there stuff about, you know, the origins of humans and things like that. Because I'm open to all of it. You know, I don't really attach to it as absolute truth. But, you know, I want to know, right? I want to go down the rabbit hole and know this stuff. And, you know, so there's things behind it with, even in my name, you know, they'll say about an Anunnaki. Like, if you have A-N-A-U-R, it's paying homage to God, like within your name or within that sounding. So, but I'll tell you guys a really funny one, okay? This is a good one. So, according to some of the stuff I'm reading, and this might offend some people if they're, you know, what their beliefs are, but they say that, you know, it was a martyr that was killed on the cross and not actually Christ. That was, so he ended up, he was a rabbi, he was married, had children, So I was talking to a lady in England that said other psychics have told her that she could be Sarah, a daughter of Christ. Now, this is going to make you laugh. Earlier on, she says to me, she goes, well, my doorman's Julius Caesar. So after she asked me a question, and she goes, well, do you think it's strange that I've been told more than once that I could be the daughter of Christ? I says, well, why not? Your doorman's Julius Caesar. You know, it is like you're asking, you know, you're telling me your doorman's Julius Caesar, and then you're asking if it's weird if you're a daughter of Christ. I don't know, man. Right? It's like, okay. But
yeah, that's what I can't figure out.
Yeah.
This guy is I mean, you know, is that on his driver's license, Julius Caesar?
Mm-hmm. Wait, say that again. Sorry, I didn't listen very well. What were you saying?
I was wondering if Julius Caesar was on his driver's license.
I don't know. Good. Come on, like that's brilliant. Sorry, I get the joke on that one. Oh my goodness. I've been trained well with people like you with your humor. That's good. Yeah, well, you know, I've met a bunch of people from England, and their psychic world is like, you know, they're totally into this stuff. They're very open to stuff like this. So I think it's you know, depending on what country. Yeah.
We have a caller. Would you like to take a caller?
Okay. Absolutely. Mhm.
Okay.
Hi.
504, you're on the air.
Hi, my name's Mary Lou. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you, Mary Lou. Do you have a question for me, or?
I just called in. Are you doing readings tonight?
I sure can. I'm doing them the way I normally do them, like I tune into your energy and your emotional and mental body and such, but I can answer a question if you like and see what I get from it. Usually Sorry?
I'll let you tune in and see what you get.
Okay. Let's see what I get. Okay. Well, I find this interesting because the first words I'm hearing, and if you've been listening, I get everything in words. That's how I channel it. Is there somewhere you want to get away from? Because it's almost like I want to get out of here, I want to get out of here, I want to get out of here. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's a catch-22.
So I hope this is going to make sense to you.
Yeah?
Okay, good. I'm glad that's making sense because it's really like, I could say, oh boy, I don't know if it's a really long, long time ago already, you know, wanting to leave something. I feel like I can hear at least a year, year and a half, there's been some thoughts on it. And I think whatever this is, Mary Lou, you need to go. You got to follow your heart. Do you mind if I ask a bit of detail on what I'm picking up?
No, it's just one of those relationships where they want to make you the friend, not the girlfriend, and then treat you like, and then and muddy the water. So, gee, that's not the fun place to be.
No, it's very annoying.
Yep.
Like you're really annoyed. It's not fulfilling. You're getting very empty from it. And if you continue to give more and more yourself with this situation, I feel like you're going to get very depleted emotionally. Yep. So let's see what we can do to help you. I'm going to just go in what I call core energy. Just think of like the root of a tree, okay? What's the roots of it? And I want you to think of that. I'm just going to go ahead and see. Sorry, Mary Lou, I always have to clear my throat when I'm clearing stuff. Okay. Now, somewhere way back, okay, this is actually core energy of anguish. There was I just feel like the vision I get is going back in time, and I don't know if it's 10 years or more, okay? And it's almost like a really bad hurt where you could just be crying with your mouth wide open, but nothing's coming out. That's what it looks like. Somebody hurt you bad. it's not like a criminal hurt. It's something else. It's did you get left or something happened where you went into a bit of depression?
I don't know that I would say that I went into depression, but
okay.
But I've been in
you
this
know
game
that,
long enough.
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. What was that?
I've been in this game long enough, I think. It's sad.
Yes, I think it's time to go. Time to go. And you know what I'm going to say to you is the message that comes to you is no remorse, okay? You don't feel guilt. You have no remorse. You've seen everything you need to see.
You like him, you're friends, but
it doesn't feel friendly when you say that. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like authentic. It's not coming through as authentic. It's almost like a wait and see what happens is what I'm getting. You know, waiting to see what happens.
Nothing.
Nothing. Is this a male friend? I'm not getting this clear. Is it a male friend you're talking about? Somebody you like or would like to be with?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's not coming through as authentic. So it'd be like I'm the only one in love, you know, in this relationship. That type of thing. Okay. Sorry, Mary Lou. I don't know where you're calling from, but just a bit distorted for you. It's like I've been hearing that click, click, click kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what those sounds are. It's not me.
Yeah. I can hear you now. It's just, yeah. Okay. So does that make enough sense for you? I'm hoping that helps because that's what I'm getting. It's like I think you need to really make up your mind.
And just cut off the friendship.
Yeah. Because you're just like your energy is saying, you're more invested in this friendship than that person is. You're giving more than, it's like they show you a vision of opening up your wallet and you're handing out more money than that person all the time. Whether there's money involved or not is not what I mean by that, but that's the vision I'm getting. You're giving out more than you're receiving.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they keep acting like that's going to change, but it doesn't.
Nope. And I would say to you that if it takes you, like I wouldn't do this much past 6 more months, honestly. I feel like it's going to really deplete you because, you just read like it's just you're very annoyed with it because it's like this person is always confused. They're complicated. They don't have any direction as such. Like they may do well at a job, but their own personal self is coming through to me as a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably say falsehood here. It's just feeling really false. And I'm going to state that as a fact. I work with what I call the higher self, and I'm getting that I'm saying this correctly. I'm not making it up. It's correct what I'm saying. So how would you be able to have a close relationship with anybody if they don't even know themselves?
Yeah.
Right? Give that some perspective. It's like nobody on this planet is going to have a great relationship with anybody if we can't love ourselves somewhat, And we're not talking arrogance. We're saying you love yourself. You like yourself. Then you can offer something to another. But this is a complicated person. My goodness. Complicated. So, Mary Lou, don't be surprised if this person doesn't give you the correct information because I swear to you from one day to the next, this person doesn't even know for themselves.
Yeah.
And you're also being told you're not going to fix it. You are not going to fix this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Sorry to tell you that, hon, but I'm not sorry in one way if it helps you to move on and that you get a better life out of it.
Yeah, I get that. It's sad.
Yeah. It always is, isn't it? There's no easy endings.
I know. Okay.
That
well,
I would have to say is your immediate tonight that I'd like. That was the message I needed to give you. And thank you for sharing. And I wish you all the best of luck with that.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Lou.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Now,
Sorry?
before we go on to the next caller, Barbara, did you have any? What was your opinion of that caller? Did you have anything to say about the caller?
Well, I just am glad that Jana Maria is honest. You know, even though it's tough to, you know, hear the truth. I mean, it's better to be honest than candy coat it, and so that's about it. And then they can go and make a better decision with the honesty of what to do next in life. So good.
Okay.
You know, I'm glad.
Right.
That's what I have to say.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
thank you for
Area
that.
code 845 is next.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. My name is Maria, and I call from New York. If you don't mind, I got a two little question to ask you. So you can do that, please. You got a message at the other side that my husband passed away. You understand?
Okay. No, I know you. Are you Italian? You got an Italian accent? Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you say it again to me? Maybe just a little bit, like so it's not too distorted in the phone. What was the? Just repeat the question because I did have a hard time understanding it.
She got a message from the other side to my husband. She talked with his loved ones. The other side.
Loved ones. Oh, the other side. Okay. Like to
Yes.
talk with loved ones? That's what you asked me? Okay. Okay. Okay, so again, you know, I'm going to say I always like to be honest. I'll do my best, okay? Is there a particular person that you're thinking of? It's not like something that I feel uber like I'm the best at it, but I can try I'll see what I can get, just like I did earlier tonight with Barbara. Okay, so do you mind if I ask who you'd like to speak to?
Who come in? My husband, or my mother, my father, who come in, you know.
Oh, you want to see if anybody connects. Okay. So as I'm tuning in, it's almost like I feel like, first of all, there's a deep loneliness with this, and I feel like a father figure.
My father.
Okay, hang on here. Yeah. But again, let me give me a bit of time to get into this because, again, it either comes natural or it doesn't, you know? This is, I don't do it like Long Island medium type of thing, so give me a moment here. But I really feel like I have to talk to you about a father figure. Were you close to both your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something about your father. It's like an adoration. Was he like a really strong man in the family, like adored by the family?
He was a very nice father.
Yeah, he comes through stronger for this. Okay, this is gonna either I'm gonna get it right. Is there like a span between both of their deaths, between your mother, your father?
Yeah.
Was the father gone first?
No, my mother.
No, because there's a loneliness, lonely. Like I think what I'm going to have to say to you is that the feeling that I got was when your mother went, it's almost like the children, the family could not fill the void that he felt from the loss of his wife.
No, we were still together.
Yeah.
So he got inside, I lost a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like this is what I'm hearing. Okay? But I don't feel your father's like right up close when I'm doing this reading on it. I feel like it's not communicated really loud. You know what I mean? Like you'd be talking like we're talking now. I feel like it's very in the background, the distant, like you'd be trying to communicate.
Okay.
But I think that what I'd like to say, what really needs to be talked about is kind of like, I think when your mama went, it's like this loneliness. Do you know what I mean? Like a cloud fell over everything. And your father, I don't think your father ever really recovered from it. He never really got over, you know how like, it's like it left a hole in his heart.
Yeah.
He really loved her. They are together on the other side, okay? Like they're together.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that help at all? So let's go clear that. Yeah.
Yes.
And he was strong. Like, wow, was he ever strong? Like, I think he was the kind of man that took care of everything.
Yes. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. I can ask the question, please, if you don't mind.
Yes. Okay.
My daughter went to contract for Mosampare, and they got to give her some more money for the job, and they got to give her like deposit for the job. She got to do it. She gonna get it soon?
You know, it's funny. You were just before you said that, I was hearing business in my head. Okay, so she's supposed to get money for a contract. You said?
Yeah.
How well do you know these people?
Excuse me?
Like the people that she has to get paid from. How well does she know them?
A couple of months. We talk about it.
They don't seem nice to me. Like they don't seem like. I'm concerned they're a bit of thieves, in a sense. Okay, let's see if there's something we can do to help clear this up.
I see.
Does your daughter have to keep she's had to keep asking, obviously, right?
Yeah.
To get the money. Now, did she finish the job before she before she got paid? Did she finish the contract, or is it still pending, like the work that had to be done for the contract?
She was working a little bit, and some things they want to be done. But they got to send the contract to the deposit because it's going to be a big job.
I'm just going to say I don't trust these people are supposed to pay her. I don't trust them at all and what I'm sensing, you know? So I wouldn't go any further on this until she's paid. Is she going to get paid?
First, she got to
get she has.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like she has to keep asking and asking and asking to get paid. I just keep hearing the word thief. Yeah, I keep hearing. Yeah, I feel like they're thieves. There's at least two of them. Okay?
Okay.
If she needs to go to court, let's see. She's going to have to go do something legal. But what I could say is this, like, don't do any more work until I think she should get away from these people, really. See if she can get her money and get away.
Yeah, she's going to have another work with somebody else. I don't know if they go through with somebody, with a guy, with another guy. They're going to a project. I don't know if they're going to be success. I don't know.
It just, all I can say is she needs to take care of business legally or something, because I just keep hearing thief. That they're not going to do, that they're going to rip her off.
Thank you.
If they can.
Thank you very, very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Before we go on to the next callers, what did you think of that last caller, Barbara?
Oh, well, I like it when people call and they know exactly what they want to ask. And I feel like there are people that are used to this kind of thing. And I can sense that this has probably not been the first time she contacted a medium. I find it just interesting about, like, imagining what are these people thinking of, like, right before they call in, and how did they find us, and how did they, you know what I mean? It's like I'm wondering all of these things because I'm the host too. So, how do they find us, our show, Johnny? How does somebody like this find, like, to know to call? Is it just because of like what Kelly and I do is advertising?
Yeah, do a search. There's lots of ways, obviously. I mean, one is when word of mouth, when we tell people about it. Obviously, I mean, you've told people to call in. We've all done it.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
how did this lady? No, you think that lady heard my word of mouth? This lady who just called?
No,
I get a
think
no.
probably
I don't
happened.
know.
Yeah,
They
so
did
do
a
I.
search.
I get a no on that, Johnny.
They did a search.
Yeah.
They did a search and blog talk is what they did.
Johnny, I understand that, like, our word of mouth does help, but, like, for example, that person, so that you say that they're a regular listener of Blog Talk Radio, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's good. Okay,
that
cool.
actually comes up like she's so desperate to get an answer that she'd be searching on something to find it, you know, to find someone she could speak to. Yeah. And
they will, that's see how it happens.
Right, but by the way, so when I was just listening, hold on, please. When I was listening just now, I did a search for Jana Marie. I just want to put out there, like right now, through you, tell everybody where they can find you. You know, on social media.
Yes. So
what
I was
is your
curious
website?
if I was allowed. Okay, so if anybody wants to find me beyond the show tonight, you can go to www.clearthroughyou.com. And if you want to just book a mini, if you want a taster of what I can do for you, then there's no charge for a 15-minute mini, and that'll introduce you and get you started. Yeah, I do like giving the minis because it really helps people to be sure, okay? So
that's generous of you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to try area code 216 now.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It's Monday, you know. My name is Sharon. How are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, absolutely, Sharon. It's a pleasure. Mondays, aren't they a funny day? Okay. So, and Sharon, you've probably been on the live long enough to be listening how this goes. Did you have a question to ask or something
I do.
Or do you want me to tune in? Okay, I'll listen to the question.
My contract at my job ended last Wednesday. Do you see me finding employment soon? Thank you.
Well, I'm going to answer this in a really bizarre way right from the beginning, okay? It's almost like I didn't get an answer like, will I find employment? But the first thing I heard was, like, get rested a bit. Have you been pretty exhausted from it for a while? Like from your job?
It was exhausting. It was a lot of hours, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh, it's almost like you need a rest. You need to rethink your direction first and foremost. I feel like you've got some really good skills from what I'm picking up on, that you've got abilities. You know, it's not like, but I think at this time in your life, the way my higher self is telling me through you, you've got to really think about what you want to handle anymore in the workplace. Now, do you have a lot of connections with your employment? Like people you know?
I do.
Because I feel like you get offers. There can be offers coming up. But if you can afford to take at least put that, the feelers out there, talk to the people that could possibly connect you to employment. But I get this feeling you need about 3 months of rest.
Oh,
you're kind of burning out from it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's okay if you can't.
Ooh.
It's okay if you can't, but
What's that?
I said it's okay if you can't go that long, but you need some rest.
Yeah. I do agree with that, but oh my God, I could never. Whew. Yes.
Yeah. There's some anger behind this too, by the way. It was not done properly.
Oh, of course it wasn't. Oh my God.
No, it was not. They really, what's the word I would use in fun? Like the shysters almost. Like they kind of screwed you over in a sense. And then why are you taking the blame? Why are you taking so much blame here? Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Was there a lot of masculine energy there? Like a lot of feels very arrogant almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't fair at all. It wasn't fair at all.
No, it was very
undermining.
It was like very a matter of fact, and there was no compassion for you at all. Like just.
I know. And I was
none.
the nice one.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Ah, okay.
I really was.
So I would be more apt to want to heal you than I would like I don't mind giving predictions, but the way I always see predictions is you control whatever happens in your life to an extent, right? So you create your future by feeling better. So I'd be more inclined to want to heal you of what you went through, to really work on you with that. But don't ever, like this is funny, I hope it makes sense to you, don't ever let it happen again. Don't let them ever run over you like that again.
I know. Even the guy that got hired the same day that I did, he's like, my God, we should sue. We've become really good friends. He knew I did a good job. The man just did not like me, and I usually don't have that problem. I don't know why.
He's insipid. Oof. Yeah,
I don't
this
know.
one is very, shouldn't be putting people down, but I'm going to call, I've always, my expression is a spade. I hear it the way I hear it. So that's how you would have felt about this man, by the way. I'm going to do a little bit of healing on you tonight because I feel like you've got to get this cleared out of you. But I do get yes for opportunities. Okay, like I think you've got connections, and this is where I feel it comes from, where you get your next employment. It's like connections. Yeah. So you are not meant to be there either. I don't think you would have stayed there much longer anyway. I almost feel like it's like a horrible gift, but it works out in the end. It's almost like, thank you for letting me go because I got to get out of here. Right?
I was just starting, the last 4 weeks I was there, I was starting to look. I just couldn't take his abuse anymore. He was so mean. Oh, I don't even, it's so terrible to say that.
Oh, yeah.
I was very kind.
No, he's very, like, the wording I get is insipid. He's, like, it's not good. It's a lot of arrogance coming out of there. A lot.
I don't know why. Isn't that sad for me to say that?
No, I don't know. Yeah. No.
He should work in a prison.
It's almost like a power trip. It's like he's power tripping. He's got a lot of fear, whoever this was. There's a lot of fear to this person. In other words, like, he would never want to be shown up or, lacking in. But I don't think things will bode well for him in the future either for some reason. Not, sooner or later truth comes forward, right? But just move on with yourself. I don't think you were meant to be there anyway. But I can say this. I can end it like this. I do get a yes. I just don't know. I don't like giving anything that doesn't come through me naturally. Does that make sense? I don't want to give false hope. But I feel like you've got proper connections. Your abilities are really strong, and you can find work.
I do. I know.
Yeah.
It takes a while, because I work in the corporate world. It takes, from the time you get interviewed to get hired, it takes about 6 weeks. I
believe it. I wish you were running the show because I see you as somebody that should run it, not be run, but run the show. Like you're the one who's in the upper management. But
my goal is to have one.
You've got to get your power back.
I know.
You've got your power stripped by this guy.
Oh,
so we're gonna ask for that to come back. Got to get that coming back. Give that about, you said 3 weeks, 6 weeks. I get about 3 weeks. You're going to be a lot stronger. Okay? You're going to get stronger.
Thank you. My goal is to have one by the end of the year. What?
Yeah. It's going to turn around. You get lots of shivers when I say this to you. It's going to turn around. But you just set your mind on really good, you just set your mind on it like you know what you want from employment this time. So you just put that out to the universe. You tell it what you want. And that's your only focus you need. You just focus on that. And get some rest. I'm not kidding. Get some rest.
Thank you for your honesty.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure talking to you. And good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Now, we
Bye-bye.
We are about out of time, but I'm really glad that you came back and that you were understanding after the first time. Now, before we go, and we always do this when we leave, Barbara, would you like to do the shout-out?
Sure. Okay. Well, thank you all of you wonderful callers.
Before we go further, I just want to say this. Jana Marie McNabb's website is www.clearthroughyou.com. That's just the website if you want to contact her. I just wanted to make sure that she got her info out there. Go on, Barbara.
Yes, that's great. Okay. Just wanted to thank all the wonderful callers for interacting with us tonight, and I'm sure that Jana Maria helped you, and it was so very interesting to hear, and we loved having you so much, Jana Maria.
Thank you.
Yes,
it's an honor.
and I don't want anybody to forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Life, Laughter, Happiness, and you can hear your show that you called on right there momentarily. Johnny puts it up right away on YouTube, Life, Laughter, Happiness, and please follow us and subscribe. And also come by our website, lifelaughterhappiness.com, and sign the form. Just your name and your email, and then we can interact with you a little more. And we'd love to hear any comments, suggestions, what you liked, and just say hi. So that's it, and what a wonderful show this was.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
you,
Kelly.
Jana, and thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Barbara, for coming on.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks,
Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, ladies.
Yeah, thank you.